are here. Let's hear what they have to say.
Guten Tag.
Oh, hello. How's it going? Why, it's old Theodore Adorno. Amusement, unlike capitalism, is the prolongation of work. It is sought after as an escape from the mechanized work process and to recruit strength in order to be able to cope with it again. Oh wow, I didn't realize you had a Maine accent, but that was very nice. Who else do we have? Oh my goodness, it's television show host and my personal friend, famous philosopher, Regis Philbin.
Hello! I can do anything these young punks can do, but if they want me to dance, I'll dance. If they want me to lift weights with them, I'll lift weights with them. Anything they want.
Well, thanks, Regis Philbin. That's a real good attitude to have for fun. And but you know what? Even though they're lying and getting me pissed, I would like to talk to a scientist. So let's see if we can get deeper into the history of fun here with Professor Funberger. Can you enlighten us?
Yes. A little music, please. Origins of fun. 40,000 years ago, scientists have established that the basis of fun is in our primal selves and comes from a combination of startling fear, such as hearing a loud, low bass sound, which indicates maybe a tree is falling, or a giant rock, or there's a large animal present, causing you to move your body. And then there's the realization that there is no tree or rock falling, leading to a feeling of relief. And this experience, over and over, is a primitive form of fun.
Here. Don't want to have too much fun here. Let's see what else we can come up with for an example. Oh, yes. 440 BC. The yo-yo was known in the most ancient times.
Yay!
But, in the Philippines was used as a deadly weapon. The user would hide in a tree and strike the victim with deadly force.
Yay! 0! Jesus!
Yay!
In Luke 10:21, Jesus was found to be full of joy through the Holy Spirit. But otherwise, fun is not mentioned in the Bible.
200 AD. Roman Emperor Elagabalus invents the whoopee cushion.
Yay!
Which is operated underneath the dinner table by his slave boys.
Yay!
After the feast, his guests retire to their chambers, only to find that he has released bears, panthers, and lions into their bedrooms. At the age of 18, he is beheaded and drugged through the streets of Rome naked. Now that's fun.
1470, a Japanese picture narrative depicting an older man who becomes a popular entertainer by accompanying his own dancing with farting. His jealous neighbor Fukutomi tries to cut in on the old man's glory by learning the craft. But the master is no fool and slips him morning glory seeds so that when Fukutomi tries to impress wealthy patrons, he ends up with diarrhea all over his legs.
That's gross. Thanks, Michael. All right, folks. I've put together a few fun facts for the New World 1620. The Pilgrims come over. Ah, yes, Plymouth Colony. You know what the thing is, though? Those Pilgrims were the least fun people of all time. If you liked anything, they'd put a buckle on it. In fact, did you know that in 1642, they hung this boy for having laryngitis? That's right. The court record says that he was feeling a little hoarse. Okay, now I get it. Never mind. Never mind that one. 1770, that's a true story, by the way. 1773, the Sons of Liberty show the world their new tea recipe, and I quote, "For every bay of water, add 342 chests." Yeah, that one didn't go over so well. Yes, who could forget? 1776, right here. A big year for America. That's the year that Thomas Jefferson invented the swivel chair. This is his butt. Now, I know a lot of you folks have a little, maybe too much fun with the swivel chair on those casual Fridays in the workplace. So that's fun. And then over here, let's see, in 1779, yes, the first restaurant in Rhode Island opens.
Yeah.
After a lively public debate, a town ordinance is passed so that waitstaff can say the word behind without getting in trouble. That's also true. Down here we have Benjamin Franklin's butt. Benjamin Franklin, in the year of 1781, publishes his famous essay, A Letter to the Royal Academy of Farts. He is encouraging scientific research into making human flatulence more pleasant to the nose. This one is actually just a butt. We didn't have anything to go with that one. Up here we have 1846. This is the last man to strike the Liberty Bell before it is declared unringable. Onlookers noted a sizable peck. So that's fun. And of course, we all know the first Thanksgiving. Okay, let's see what we have here. Of fun.
1866, photographs emerged encouraging cross-dressing for fun and profit.
Yikes. A sheet music cover in 1885 entitled Around the Clock or Fun in a Music Hall depicts a policeman and a rich, wealthy guy getting soaked in a water fountain. Serves them right people?
1886, cocaine tooth drops for kids.
And what says fun like daredevil antics? In 1901, we have Annie Edison Taylor, the first person to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel at the age of 63. She spends her entire life savings trying to recover the barrel, which her manager stole, hiring private detectives until she is destitute. She never finds the barrel. So that's fun.
1919.
When I went to visit my adopted grandfather before he died, Al Gordon, he was 100 years old. He died a few months later, and the last story that he told me was this. He said, when I was a boy in the shtetl in Poland, they didn't have toilets or sewers. Everyone just shit in a bucket and dumped it on a pile at the edge of the village, and a guy would come by every now and then and haul it away on a wagon. One time the shit wagon guy came by, and it was raining really hard, and the wagon got stuck in the mud, and it overturned after it was all full of shit, and there was kids, all the kids in the neighborhood came out and played in the shit and were throwing it at each other, and we had such a time.
Times were different then.
They sure were.
Maestro?
All right, let's see what else we have.
If your friends could see you now.
Hey, that cloud looks like a butt. Happy
Thanksgiving, everybody!
Are you having any fun? What you getting out of living? What good is what you've got if you're not having any fun? Are you having any laughs? Are you getting any loving? Yes. If other people do, so can you have a little fun. Why do you work and slave and save? Life is full of ifs and buts. You know the squirrel, he saves and saves. Yeah, but what do they got?
Nuts!
Are you having any fun? You ain't gonna live forever. Before you're old and gray, still okay. Have your little fun, son. Have your little fun. In the morning, in the evening, ain't you having any fun? Merry Christmas, everybody!